I reject the premise that there is low morale. I reject the premise that there's short staffing. We have no problems filling each and every one of our shifts. We had way more officers on duty this year than we did the year before. Absolutely no problems with staffing.
The city needs to step up and work together with the PBA to find a way to bring in more officers. We've been out of contract for over a year, and at this point we're starting to see the results of going this long without a contract and without any support from City Hall.
Two mounting issues in the city of Buffalo collide. Police are still investigating 6 separate shootings that left 11 people hurt over the holiday weekend. The city's top official says even with the increase in staffing, officers found it difficult to manage these explosive crowds. Adding continued concern to this mix, Buffalo police officers have been working without an approved labor contract for more than a year now. Good evening, everyone. I'm Courtney Courtwright. I'm in for Scott and Mary Alice tonight. And tonight, there's new perspective on this matter as Buffalo City Council member sounds the alarm on the long-term impact this could all have on the city. Channel 2's Nate Benson is on your side and joins us now in the studio with the latest. Hi, Nate.
Yeah, good evening, Courtney. Now city lawmakers are chiming in with concern about not just the new PBA contract, but a total of 8 union contracts that have all expired.
There's a bit of a back and forth between the Buffalo PBA and the Ryan administration. The PBA contends that they have tried time and time again to get the administration to come to the table to bargain for a new police contract. As PBA President John Davidson explained it over the phone.
In January, we were told as soon as the transitional period is over. And then when we questioned that, we were told in April that it would be after the budget passes. Once that happened and there was no negotiation, we asked again, and we were told that it would happen before we get to 365 days out of contract. Once 1 year came and went, we asked again, and we were told mixed messages.
Deputy Mayor Maria White recalls it differently.
That's just simply false. We met with all of the locals ahead of the budget to give them a presentation of the budget. We indicated specifically at that time that we would not be negotiating with contracts until after the budget was passed, and that immediately thereafter we would get working on it. And then as recently as more than a month ago, I personally communicated to the legal counsel for the PBA what the schedule was and conveyed our timing in the fall of this year. So that just simply isn't accurate.
On Monday, the administration announced a schedule for negotiating the 8 union contracts it needs to come to terms with and has slotted the PBA negotiations to run between October and December. Davidson says the administration needs to be more forthcoming and transparent with all of the unions.
Being a legislative politician and being an executive politician are two different animals, and sometimes you're going to have to realize that you're not going to have a chair that tells you what to do and who to make decisions for and what to say yes and no to. When you're in charge of the city, you've got to make those decisions, and making the decision to ignore the Buffalo Police and the PBA that represents the Buffalo Police is, in my opinion, a very faulty step.
And now Common Council members are weighing in. Finance Chair Mitch Nowakowski and Majority Leader Leah Halton-Pope encouraging all sides to start moving the process along and keep them in the loop, because right now
we have to be able to begin initial conversations where you're beginning dialogue without full-fledged contract negotiations. I believe that that's where the PBA president wants to start, and that he's operating from a realistic standpoint and understanding that you're not going to come to a wonderful contract and smile and high five after 5 minutes, but you have to begin dialogue.
I wish I could tell you that we've been made aware of things, and as a council member and a council member in leadership, I don't know anything. We have 8 contracts that are expiring, and if we don't deal with this, is ultimately, it's not going to go away, and the impact that it's going to have on the city as a whole is insurmountable.
Now, as for other contract negotiations, according to the Ryan administration, talks with the Local 650 and the Crossing Guards Union are expected to start sometime this month. On your side, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.